Nazi saluting man arrested in racist attack, wanted to kill 60 to 70 people. This is a guy in Florida. He's facing numerous charges after attacking someone because of his race and admitting that he wanted to plan a mass shooting. His name is Jordan Patrick Leahy. Got into a road rage incident after sideswiping another man's vehicle, making a Nazi salute and pretending to shoot the victim. Deputies said that all of this occurred while he was under the influence of alcohol. Remember, we talked about that liquid courage, okay? Let's put a picture up again of this guy. I want people to get a good look at him, okay? After crashing, Leahy stopped his vehicle at an intersection, exited the vehicle, and approached the victim aggressively. Leahy then punched the victim in the chest before getting overpowered, with the victim subduing Leahy with a submission hold. When deputies got there, Leahy told them he got out, threw the Nazi salute, and wanted to fight a random colored person. His words. He also told the deputies to get people of color under control, calling them savage animals and yelling slurs at the victim and the witness. There's more. After being taken into custody, Leahy told deputies that he wanted to shoot 60 to 70 people in the face and then kill himself by a gunshot to the neck. Leahy said killing people would be the most fulfilling thing he would experience in life, and that society needs to be concerned about how easy it would be for him to cause a mass shooting. He now faces charges for DUI involving property damage, threatening communications, threatening a mass shooting, and felony battery. Okay, you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen? Put his picture up again. That means he'll be out by next week. That's what that means. You understand? He'll be out very soon. Okay? And he actually had a point. He said authorities need to be concerned about how a person like him is able to commit a mass shooting with ease, basically. He was right about that point. And authorities are not as concerned as they should be. We've heard from DOJ officials, former officials, who say, we don't know why we continue to treat white supremacists differently, as if they are not as dangerous as they are. You even had a federal judge who said, why are we being so light on the insurrectionists? Taxpayers are paying more money for their damage than they are. Big Waz, what are your thoughts here?
It's crazy to me too. Obviously, you and I don't even need to get into the ridiculous nature of these people's beliefs, right? That if you were a Nazi or a neo-Confederate or skinhead, whatever you want to call yourself, there's no merits to any of their beliefs. It's racist, it's ignorant, it's bigoted, it's horrible, abhorrent, whatever. To me, man, I'm like, this is America. We used to like winners in this country. The Nazis got their butts handed to them in World War II. The Confederates lost. You lost. You got destroyed in the Civil War. The idea that these guys are worshiping these losers as Americans, this is just societal decay, Dr. Richey. We used to want to be on the side of the victors. Now these guys worship utter failures and losers. It's sad, sad, sad to see.
Man, you made a remarkable point, because you're right. Everybody they identify with, they are losers. Listen, I'm being very technical about the word here. They literally lost whatever movement they were a part of. That's an excellent point. But once again, it comes down to a core value structure. They're connecting to these failed movements, to these losers, because they hold a values core. They share sentiment. They share a belief system. Now, I'm glad that the belief system is not mainstream, but damn, man, is it? When we say it's not mainstream, you have to remember you still got damn near half of the Republicans believing that the election was stolen from Donald Trump. You have white supremacists who are in mainstream government now, governing because thousands and thousands of people voted for them, and they're continuing to be just as racist as they were when they were campaigning. So is it mainstream or not? I think it's starting to become mainstream again, and that's why we have to keep fighting against it. Last words, brother.
And even if it's not completely mainstream, I think it's hard to argue with the idea that what is mainstream is, look, I'm not a neo-Nazi or neo-Confederate or skinhead, but they kind of have a point. Like even if people who don't identify with those thought systems as we label them neo-Nazi, but again, if you could watch Donald Trump call Mexican immigrants and migrant workers mostly mostly rapists, mostly drug dealers, mostly criminals, and you could say, well, I don't know that that's the truth, but there's kind of some merits to that. Then that, by definition, the thought, beliefs, and systems of neo-Nazis and neo-Confederates is mainstream, right? Like even if people don't self-identify with those groups, like the overriding principles of those hate groups are stuff that a lot of Americans identify with, which is sad, obviously.